Getting a little too close there.
There we go. We're always a little too close. All right. We're live.
Oh, there she is.
Yes.
Yes. While we're entertaining you,
Dude.
I tagged you. I freaked
No, you did. It just
tagged
popped
you.
up. You're good. You're good.
Zuckerberg.
You're good. And we have viewers. Dude, all right. Hey.
Oh, she's tagging people.
Yes.
We got one person
In a
watching.
much different fashion than you tagged me.
Yes. Alright.
All right.
Rebecca's watching. Rebecca Hurd.
Rebecca Hurd. Oh, it's her again. She got her hair pulled up.
She pulled. Yeah, she means business today. She is gonna
What's
tag
up, Saweth?
cars. Sweth.
All right.
I have a gift certificate for you. I am going to get that to you here in the next week.
Or I'll use it. One of the two. Jim Gregory.
Jim.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jim.
Hey, everyone.
Dane. The man,
Dane.
the legend, right there.
The Dane train. The show just took it up a notch. So, those of you on there, look behind us, and you will notice we're back at the scene of the crime.
Nancy. Good morning, Nancy.
We've been gone a couple weeks. I don't know that they missed us, but
Anthem.
yeah,
Actually, they did. Someone came up today and asked us if we were doing our shindig.
they missed our business. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a text about it last night. Like, what time? So, we appreciate our 3.5 fans out there. Thank you. Nancy, good morning. So, so we're back, which means we get to people watch, and Meter Maid is out in full force.
She is.
Tagging tires, so hopefully we'll see some tickets go out today. I'm not gonna
We'll
lie.
keep you guys posted if we see any tickets.
It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun.
All right,
So-
let's get the show started.
It's not the ticket giving that's the fun, it's the receiving. When you see them receive the ticket,
The joy that we receive by
Yeah.
not getting the ticket.
I know it's bad. I know it's bad. All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
That's Luke. I'm Rory.
Yeah.
He's GQ. I look like a football fan this morning.
This dude tells me wear something nice for me on a video, so I do, and then I walk in, he's like, what are you doing? You make me look bad. I'm like, I didn't know you meant like my best white t-shirt, but, but whatever.
Yes. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you'll see I did a wardrobe change.
An outfit change, as
An
you
outfit
call
change.
it.
Shut up.
I got a new outfit. All right.
You know what? We're done.
Sorry.
Show's over.
Sorry.
Uh-oh, Christian's here. We're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
PC. What's up, buddy?
Well, hey, I want to. First off, you guys got questions? This is all about you guys. You guys know that. Kristen Irons.
Kristen.
We should play a game. We should play a game with people out there. Kristen Irons put a secret message in one of the photos on our new listing.
What?
Yeah. I'll show it to you.
First off, Co-Mariners, attaboy Jarrett. Dude, they're like playing like the double A team right now. Like the entire double A team is up in the Mariners right now, and somehow we still are winning.
What are they? They're like 9-2 since Cano left.
I don't even know, but it can't. It's not sustainable. They got to get Haniger and Cruz back in the lineup. It's not sustainable. All right.
So,
but yes.
first things first. Good morning, Daryl. Good to see you. I want to thank our MVPs that came out on Monday. We held.
Actually, I want to talk to Daryl. Sorry,
Okay.
Daryl. I can't talk to you on here because it has to do with something that I can't talk on here about. So I'm probably going to message you later. Just stand by for that. Warning. All right, go ahead. I'm going to message you.
So we had MVPs come out on Monday. We held an MVP happy hour over at Puerto Vallarta, and we had folks come out like Dane and Jillian and Jeremiah and Brett and who am I missing? I know I'm missing somebody.
Barquest?
Well, Barquest, but he was one of the.
You're not counting him?
Dudes, yeah.
Oh, Becky came out.
Becky came out, yes.
Yeah.
Becky Kirkman came out as well.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ed. Good to see you. So it was really good to see everybody come out on Monday. It was It was so nice to just chat with people.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We just got started. You just went right into the heavy dope. Oh man.
You know what? I'm interested.
Through the wrap. Oh.
I don't know.
Well, you got me interested. I'm gonna read about it.
Yeah, I'll read about it, but yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
I didn't want to say the word.
And the show just went off the train tracks.
Jolene.
Yeah.
We know.
Way to go, dude. So, anyways, we'll do something like that again. For those of you who could not make it out there,
Yeah.
your loss. We had pretty good
I think we should next
some
go to
drinks.
Emerald Downs.
I like where your head's at.
Bet
I
on
don't
some
like
ponies
where
Friday
your
night.
head's at, but-
Dude, Friday night it's $2 hot dogs, $2 beers. probably be less expensive than
Tacos?
Vallarta. Yeah. Yeah. So
We'll let you know. We'll let
thanks
you
to
know.
everyone who came
Yes.
out. It was fun. It was a good time. We always enjoy it. So anyway, next one will be soon. We'll let you know.
Yep.
All right.
Did you read about this?
Starbucks.
See, he doesn't know because I did the show notes. Good morning, Carrie.
I did them last week.
That's true.
Starbucks.
He did do it last week. So Starbucks has a new policy, and the policy is any person who enters our spaces, including patios, cafes, and restrooms, regardless of whether they make a purchase, is considered a customer. So
What's that word? What's that word I'm thinking of?
So the company
Reactionary.
is asking its customers to behave in a manner that maintains a warm and welcoming environment by using spaces as intended, being considerate of others, and communicating with respect. So have you guys heard this new policy by Starbucks? First off, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Because I read an article this morning in Entrepreneur. I get a daily dose of Entrepreneur magazine or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but guy wrote about it this morning, and he's like, "This is a bad idea."
Why? Because of homeless?
Nope. Heart's in the right spot, but it's a bad idea for Starbucks from a business aspect.
Enlighten me.
Because
Pizza
on one
coffees
hand,
are- oh, absolutely.
well, yeah.
Absolutely, Daryl. You're gonna tell us over here in Seattle, man.
On one hand, they're reacting.
That's a great way to opinionize. Go ahead. Yeah.
They're reacting to a situation. We all know that. However,
It's not in a direct. It's not a direct.
it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have people in here who are not paying customers that may eventually have
True.
some paying customers that just don't want to come in here anymore.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Absolutely, because you're really good at that. I'll get abused in certain areas and we'll be revamped.
Not
I'll
I'll.
get abused.
It'll. Dane will be abused. We have to revamp the bathroom policy because Dane continues to be abused in our restrooms.
Sorry, Dane, I read that wrong. I'll get abused in certain areas. It will
All right.
be revamped.
What areas? I'll play devil's advocate.
Yes.
And this is not necessarily my opinion. I'm just
Right. Like I can't.
okay. Parents of little kids,
Yep.
right? There's nothing more frustrating than when your kids got to go to the bathroom, you know, and they're like 3 or 4, and you're trying to get them somewhere, and there's nowhere to go, and you walk into like a Starbucks or something like that, like, oh, for customers only. Have a heart. Totally get that. Second point is, a few years back, Mike McCready, guitarist for Pearl Jam, Mike McCready suffers from Crohn's.
Right.
And Crohn's, for those of you who don't know, can cause you to have loss of your bodily functions. So he came out and he had a bunch of stories about how he has sat through sets on stage in his pants after they've been soiled, those kind of things, where he has been soiled his pants in public trying to find a bathroom where people won't let him in. And so he made a big push with in the city of Seattle to make it a policy across Seattle.
That guy is rocking a bow tie.
Get after it, dude. Good on him.
Man.
But they have to allow people to use the bathroom.
Well, you know, and here's the thing: is maybe I wasn't clear on this situation. Starbucks is opening up their stores to everybody for no matter what reason. So if you just want to come in and sit down and chill. Remember that one guy we saw at a Starbucks one day who literally was taking a nap there?
One day, every day. I've seen him there like 5 times.
That's
Yeah.
true. I've seen him there too.
Yeah.
And so now what they're saying is, hey, you know what? You don't have to be a paying customer.
So they're making it a chill spot, a hangout spot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just think from a business point of view, I don't know. And I agree with Dane here. Quit checking the dude out.
Look at his outfit.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing though. I do agree, it'll get abused, and they'll have to revamp it. But also on the flip side, I mean, it might be brilliant. I mean, there are a lot of people who just come in. Chances are, at some point, someone's going to buy a coffee or a sandwich or something.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It'll be interesting. It'll be absolutely interesting to see how this plays out because, like this guy was saying, he's talking about, you know, if are people going to go? And his point was, are people going to go into a Starbucks? Say you're in I don't want to disparage any areas in Seattle, but say you're like in Pioneer Square, or say you're downtown along the waterfront, but not on the waterfront, but like maybe a block up from the waterfront, and there's a lot of homeless activity there. And his point was, are you going to go into that location if there's more homeless people sitting in there than paying customers? So I mean, it's not perfect. I mean,
No.
their heart's in the right spot, but it kind of feels like they went too far on one direction.
Yeah.
Now I know for me, and I'm no saint. I know I look like one, and I play one on TV, but I'm actually not. You know, there have been times where I've been like, Dumb and Dumber moment.
Yeah.
I go to Starbucks
Yeah.
because they clean their bathrooms.
Yeah.
But I also, it's just me. I'll go pay for something. Because it's like, thank you for allowing me to have access to that. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Just go in there and just head on out. So it's going to be interesting. Because the next thing is, are we going to see businesses like Anthem? Are we going to see businesses follow suit? Or are we going to see businesses...
See, I think this is going to get into that very whole. Is that Kendall? Is that a Kendall? Mm-hmm. Man alive. This is going to get into that whole, I don't know, slippery slope. Sorry, just people watching.
This policy already exists.
Yeah.
No loitering. Yeah. Funny how it goes. Hey, good morning, Aunt Mary.
That whole thing with like, do you have the right to refuse service to anyone as a business owner? You have the right, you know. There's so many sides to this.
Oh, it really is, and obviously we're not going to want to
very
get. We
touchy
don't want to
subject.
get deep into it,
Yeah.
but it's just something that came up that it makes you want to. It's food for thought. Because the other thing to think about is on Tuesday, Starbucks is having their mandatory training. Or I'm sorry, it's not mandatory, but they're having their racial sensitivity training. And it's going to start on Tuesday afternoon. So if you're jonesing for a Frappuccino on Tuesday afternoon, chances are you're not going to get one Tuesday afternoon. If that's the case, Starbucks should start selling memberships for the Wi-Fi and bathroom use then.
Not a bad idea, Daryl.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think everything's on the table there. So yeah.
something to think about. It's obviously reactionary. If it wasn't for what happened in Philadelphia, then this wouldn't be on the board. So, and you know where I stand on that whole thing.
Yeah, I think we're on the same side of the field. I just don't know if we're at the same yard marker.
It's fine.
Which, you know, I'd rather be on the same side of the field than not.
Yeah. I just,
Kevin!
yeah, that whole, what's up, Arquest? That whole thing is, that Philadelphia thing to me was despicable.
Well, that Philadelphia thing to me should have been handled so much differently.
Yeah, it was just.
And I know that's not the right English. Drew, what's going on?
Piss poor management, piss poor, by everybody involved,
Everybody.
including the police.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I agree. I think that entire thing could have been handled.
Which brings me onto the. I know this isn't on the thing.
That's fine.
But you see that Sterling Brown thing? Anybody else see the Sterling Brown thing?
No,
Milwaukee.
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
I don't know when. As a.
Did we just get really ultra serious here?
Yeah, we might have. Okay, so Sterling Brown, for those of you who didn't see, yep, thank you. Yeah, Daryl sucked. So it goes into a Sterling Brown place for the.
All right, you tell everybody. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah, okay. Yes, they tased him for nothing. Correct. So Sterling Brown he plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's a basketball player for the Milwaukee Bucks. He happens to be a black guy, and he got essentially what was a parking ticket.
Okay.
Not a big deal. And he got tased. The police tased him. There was like, I don't know, Daryl Sweat, did you guys see it? I think there's like 6 police officers on him. 6, 7 police officers on him. He didn't refuse arrest. He didn't really do anything, and he got tased. So before the video even got released, the mayor of Milwaukee and the police chief of Milwaukee came out and said, a video is going to be released in a couple days. It's very disturbing. We're trying to let you know ahead of time. We're not happy about it. Basically, they knew it was bad. And it came out yesterday.
All right, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, it came out yesterday. Well, it's 30 minutes, dude. You don't got time.
No, this is only a minute
Oh, it's
long.
only going to get a minute of it? Okay. It came out yesterday and it was bad. This goes back to my whole point, and my police officer buddies out there, they might get on me, and I have plenty of police officer friends, but I think it's I think it's got to be a training issue or a selection issue. Who we're selecting as police officers, and I think we've had this discussion before where we're hiring someone's getting fired. They need to. They're hiring the wrong type of people. I think that their background checks and their
He was released and played hours later.
Released played hours later. No charges filed. Apology from the mayor. Apology from the police chief. Whole thing. The guys are like suspended. They're under investigation. One of them even said something. I don't remember. Suez or Daryl, if you saw it. One of them even said something. The police officer said something about like stop being an a-hole and this would happen or something like that. I don't know, man.
Here's okay.
It's a selection issue. Thanks, Daryl. Yeah, we're hiring the wrong guys. And when I first got in the Marine Corps, I almost went into the police force. And what's up, Chad? Thanks for being on, bud. And it was this. They want these crystal clear, clean-cut guys that have never had a brush-in with the law, it seems. And sometimes I wonder if we're not hiring the wrong guys. These guys don't know what it's like to be in a tight spot, don't know what it's like to deal with stress or pressure, I think, sometimes, and they act out of panic and out of these stress, I don't know, abuse of power, yeah. It's just, and sometimes I think that they don't mean to, but they're just not the right people to handle these jobs. And the sensitivity of it. And look, as a police officer, I was in the military, like, you're signing up for a job that's dangerous. It can be dangerous. You're signing up for a job that can put your life at risk. And you have to know that going in. And you can't just react, in these, I don't know, heinous ways. The whole thing with Sterling Brown that popped up yesterday was really sad to see. And I don't know. I know we're way off topic. It started with Starbucks talking about Philadelphia.
Well, I'll take the blame.
I gotta say something though, and I'm not talking about. It's not been across the board. So like the police shootings and stuff. Some of them I understand and whatever. I'm not here to just sit here and say all of them are unwarranted or that. That's not what I'm saying. But some of these is getting crazy. So anyway.
Well, I
guess I can get off my soapbox.
Here's my 2 cents. How you like that? We're going to run into a problem really soon. And we're going to not have enough police officers.
Yeah.
Because what is happening...
Well, it's already a problem. The Washington State Patrol is on a huge shortage right now.
It's a huge problem. And I cannot...
That's it. Street smart cops. That's what I've been saying. Thanks, Andrew.
I can't...
Put it better than I do.
I can't blame people for not wanting to join the police force.
Yeah.
Because anything can be taken out of... Hey, good morning, Jim.
Yeah, our office mate.
And like what you said about police officers, there are good police. We have a lot of good police officers out there.
I know a few of them.
And we have some bad police officers. We have good real estate agents. We have some crappy real estate agents. There's good and bad in everything. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it really depends on how you look at it from what point of view. This gets magnified.
Yeah.
Doug Baldwin, and actually, I was listening to Doug Baldwin this morning. He was on with...
Is this from yesterday? The thing
yes,
from yesterday?
Yes, and that might go into the NFL thing here. But I was listening to a replay of Doug Baldwin, and he was talking about how he's been meeting with hundreds of different groups about different issues with this. And he said that he met with this one police officer, and the police officer said, I'm going to sell my Seahawks tickets because I do not believe in what is happening with everybody kneeling in the NFL.
For those of you who don't know, too, Doug Baldwin's dad is a police officer.
Yep. Marisa, good morning.
Good morning, Marisa. You're late.
And so Doug Baldwin said, that makes me sad to hear that. And he said, like, a few meetings later, I'm sorry, let me back up. So Doug Baldwin said, I'm sad to hear that, but here, let me explain something to you. When you are...
You can kill people without ramifications.
Oh, and let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah.
Morning, guys. NFL's trash. Oh, Daryl, we'll get to that. Woo! Yeah, they're on fire this morning. I love it. So what
Daryl's just firing shots down range.
So what Doug Baldwin said was this. He said, when you put on your uniform...
Thank you, Marisa.
Marisa, you're feeding
as an
ego.
Organization.
You're feeding him.
As an organization, not a product. Yeah, that's a good differentiation. Yeah.
So what Doug Baldwin said to this police officer was, you get treated differently when you put on your uniform. When you're out in public, you either get revered or you get disrespected.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. When you go home, you take off that uniform, you go back out in the public, and nobody says anything to you about anything. He said, now picture this. I can't take off the color of my skin. So no matter what, when I go out in public, it's always something. If I'm in the Seattle area, most people know me as Doug Baldwin, wide receiver for the Seahawks. But if I go somewhere else in the country, I'm not as well known. I'm just another black man. And he said that once he shared that with the police officer, a couple of meetings later, the police officer told him, he said, you know what? I'm not going to sell my tickets. You've got me thinking now differently than I was thinking before. And I told my daughter, because I saw this as a teaching moment, and do what you want to do with your kids, but this is what I did with my daughter, is I told her, I said, you know what? Doug Baldwin making that statement is more powerful to me than a player taking a knee or a player putting a fist in the air. Doug Baldwin's got me thinking now on a logical level, not an emotional level, but on a logical level. And I told her, I said, that's the difference for me, is you're kneeling and you're putting your fist up in the air has nothing to do with the problem.
Well, I think what the NFL said yesterday essentially is that it's not that they're not trying to support their players.
Here, I'm going to jump to the NFL one because
we're into it. It's not that they're not. It's not that they're not.
And we want to hear you guys' thoughts.
Yeah, Daryl, you got some. Bring it, buddy. It's. Essentially what I think they said to their players yesterday is that it's not that they don't support them trying to make a stand, it's that they think that their message is getting lost in the emotion of what the national anthem means to a lot of people, and yeah.
Hey Eric, good morning, buddy.
It's not exist anymore. Oh, what's up, Beard? Along that note, Michael Bradley out of Philadelphia, he's a columnist out of Philadelphia, they call him El Hombre.
Yep.
He was on it was Tuesday. And he made a good point to Bob Grothenthal, and that was he essentially agreed conversation is much more powerful. Yeah, he totally get it. There was no standard, so they created one. Yeah, and I think it's probably got a long ways to go. Just like the Starbucks policy, it's going to be revamped. I think they're trying to take a step in the right direction. And we talked about this before. Do I agree with sitting for the national anthem? No, I don't.
Well, let me ask you this. I'll just throw you right under the bus.
Thanks.
What should they do? What should they have done?
Well, that's the players.
No. What should the NFL done yesterday?
I don't know.
I have an opinion.
Well, let me get back to this. Let me get back to this real quick.
I have an opinion, jerk.
Maybe this will help answer it. So I was in the Marine Corps. Okay, for those of you who know me, this is not like
I agree.
Possible short of the intent. Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps when Colin Kaepernick first took a knee. My initial response was not positive because I have a different, I think, angle a little bit. Having served in the military during war conflict, having seen the effects close up, my initial was get your ass up. And looking back, I don't know if that was because I just didn't like Colin Kaepernick, because he played for the Niners. I'm sure that had something to do with it. As it progressed further down the line, I found myself more taking the sides of the players. And this is why. I said this many times, I don't agree. My kids will not sit during the national anthem. I will not sit during the national anthem. But essentially, at the end of the day, I served because of a belief in people to make their own decisions and to have the freedom to make their own decisions. And so, whether I agree with you sitting for the national anthem or not, should have fought for Kaepernick, not his fans. That's a good point, Daryl. That is a really good point. Whether I agree with you on sitting for the national anthem, I don't agree with someone taking away your right to express yourself how you see it. And that's a tough, very tough, I think, line to follow when we don't agree with things. The reason I brought up El Hombre is that because, like you said, in this whole thing, and me kind of changing my stance from like get him out of there to okay, is that he said the other day, we're at a point in society where we need to start reteaching children these things. Is that we don't listen to people anymore. We don't have conversations anymore. It's all we want to know. Thank you, Daryl. All we want to know is that we're right. We just want to be told we're right. We want to be told we're right. And if you disagree with us, screw you. I'm unfriending you on Facebook. I'm cutting you off my Instagram. I'm refusing to socialize with you or whatever because you're a
don't
bad.
gotta make this personal. Okay?
Yeah,
it was a choice I made on my part. Okay?
Because you're a bad person. But that's what people say.
I might friend you again someday.
If you don't agree with me, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with me, I don't want to talk to you. And that's not how progress happens. And I don't care if you're a liberal or a conservative. The liberals need to listen to the conservatives and have an open dialect and conversation. The conservatives need to listen to the liberals and have an open dialect and conversation. Or we'll never go anywhere. It'll just be constant like this. And we'll end up with elections like we had in 2016, where it's brutal, it's nasty, and there's two people up there that should not be running for president. I'm sorry. I'm not. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
Man.
Oh my God.
Fire.
All right. So
Bringing
anyway,
the thunder.
the national anthem policy. We're getting back to it. It fell short of its intent. Go for it. You said you agree with Daryl, and I.
Here's what I think they should have done. They should have just said, "Stay in the locker room. Stay in the locker room." Because here,
The whole team?
the whole team, the whole team.
Don't come out for the national
No,
anthem?
because here's the thing. I truly support what these players are trying to get out there into the media. Maybe I live in a snow globe, and living in Washington, I probably do live in a snow globe. The thing is, Bryson, the thing is, one, I don't think things are as bad as the media makes them out to be. Now, again, that's not to say that it's not bad in other parts of the country, but I think overall, I don't think it's as bad.
I'm afraid to hit this. I always knock it.
Well, the stupid thing didn't charge, and so it's fine. Just do
There
it.
we go.
So here's my thank you, Anthony. I agree, Anthony. I think the players should they should stay in the locker room, do the national anthem, then have the players come out, do an introduction. And here's the thing: if when the
No
players
one's put on the spot.
and if when the players come out and the teams come out together, and say you have the fireworks and the hoopla and all that, if you want to come out and you want to do your fist or what, fine. But the point is that their awesome, strong, heartfelt message is getting lost in the national anthem because the national anthem is
Emotional.
very emotional to people.
Yeah.
And I can understand why people got pissed because I can almost, I'm totally scientific here. I could almost say that 95% of people who are pissed off that they're kneeling for the national anthem support overall what they want, what they're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just told you the story about Doug Baldwin. I love Doug Baldwin. I would love to sit down. I would like to talk to Doug Baldwin. I'd like to say, what can I do in Puyallup to make things better? Other guys that were taking a knee, I don't feel like I can have that dialogue. And it goes back to you saying, liberals and conservatives. It's what it feels like for me, when I see some of these people, not those people, just want to make sure I'm clear on that. It's just, there's a better way, I think. And I think if you take away this, and I hate to say a platform, you take away this platform for people to protest, nobody loses. Everybody actually wins because now we can start talking.
Yeah.
And
good point.
The thing is, in the NFL game, we're there to watch the football game.
Yeah.
We're there to get away from Donald Trump and Congress and North Korea and taxes and real life. That's what we get there for.
Get lost for a bit and enjoy the product.
Yeah. So
no,
that's my two cents. Oh, fucking Travis.
That might be the best solution. And did you swear again?
No, I said freaking.
Are you sure?
I caught myself.
Because you've done it before.
That guy yesterday. Yes. I knew that was coming, Daryl. I knew that was coming. Travis actually trolled me.
I don't know him, Daryl. I just met him today. I'm rethinking it already.
Oh, gosh. That's it. Well, Tahoma Homes Northwest broke up today because Rory said these people. Actually, you know what? I didn't say these people. I said those people.
The conversations need to happen, though.
Yeah.
Doug Baldwin's right. End of the day, the conversations need to be happening. And I do think a lot of it got lost in the intent of the emotion and all that. And so... And I almost think that some of the protests are almost like trying to poke the bear. Which let's be real. Protests are supposed to be uncomfortable because that's how change happens. I get it. But I think at some point it was almost like, okay, now you're protesting, but now what?
I have said that for so long,
And
and it's not just this issue.
You've never seen that issue where sing down during the American or Canadian national anthem. Gunya, what's up, buddy? Just watch more hockey. Dude, I love hockey, and we're going to get it in Seattle in the next 2 years.
Yep.
And I'm stoked. I'm stoked. So you are correct, Eric. Yeah, it just, you know, it became a what now? Okay, you've done your thing. You've drawn attention to yourself and to what you're trying to do. And then my question was, are you trying to draw attention to yourself or to the cause? And if it's to the cause, then or whatever you're trying to speak about, then okay, then let's have the conversation now. Put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. And you know,
so I mean, if you
make
really,
an effort.
if you look at 2017,
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it, Jeremiah.
they my was perfectly planned and executed. You know what, Ed? You just took my thunder. Damn it, Ed! You took my thunder.
But it's the now what?
Yeah. I think they were successful in 2017. It caused all of us to finally go, we got to talk about something. So I think it was successful, but I think to your point,
Now what?
now what? And I think that Doug Baldwin is on the right track of saying, you know what? We got to have those one-on-one conversations with people.
I go back.
I said people, Daryl.
I go back
not
to that.
those
I
people.
go back to you said earlier the fist in the air thing. At the time, extremely controversial. Set the country on fire.
Yep.
And people were not happy about it. But now, what are we, 40 years removed from it?
Yeah.
Whatever. Now, they do HBO specials on it, 30 for 30 documentaries on ESPN, and it's considered a moment of extreme bravery, extreme courage that made a point, and awesome.
Yeah.
Do we, you know, and the Australian guy, white guy, that was took third to them, he wore the pin that supported them, and he actually got ridiculed for it big time in Australia. I mean, he was kind of an outcast for it, but now we look back at it, he's a hero.
Yeah.
You know, they're a hero, and where is this in 30 years, 40 years?
It could be in the same
You
spot.
know, maybe it's a huge possibility of sparking conversation. It's just the now what, and that's the thing. And anytime someone's going to get up and make a statement, anytime someone's going to get up and make a statement, back it up, baby. Back it up, baby. That's all I'm saying. Like, what are you doing? And I will give Colin Kaepernick credit. He made his statement, and then shortly after that, everyone's like doing the whole whatever. And he donated $1 million to two different sides in education and trying to.
I want him back in the NFL.
I do too.
I want him so bad to be back in the NFL. He started the movement, and I think we're going to look back, like you said, we're going to look back and we're going to see that he started a movement that caused change. So
yeah, it's just one of those things. And Eric said something earlier, and I'd be curious because, you know, our boy Eric's.
Anthony says, don't forget where Kaepernick got the idea to kneel in the first place. So was Nate Boyer.
Yeah, it's true. Nate Boyer retired. Was he a Ranger? I think.
Ranger?
Well, Boyer was in the military.
Oh, I'm like, Texas Ranger?
I think he was an Army
New York
Ranger. He was
Rangers?
an Army Ranger.
Sorry, I'm in
Yeah.
sports mode there.
Absolutely. You know, Bearden said something about the hockey. I'm interested in his opinion. And I don't know if you caught it, Bearden, but it's, Eric, it's just whether I like it or not, I did serve the military so that people could have the right to make a choice. So, the conversation has been started.
Does it matter that I don't stand for the Canadian national anthem?
It matters.
I'm kidding.
That's the other thing.
But I can honestly tell you, in years past, I would be like, oh crap, I chose to go to a Toronto
Well,
game?
that was the other part. Remember, that was the other part of that whole discussion is that.
I love
So
Canada.
when I go to Canada and there's the national anthem, I stand and I show reverence.
Yeah.
When I was in the military and I was in Norway, I started to notice. What's up, Jason? I started to notice that every time the military walked into one of their buildings, there was a picture of the king. They would take off their hat and like show reverence. So I started doing it, and I would stand for their anthem because it was the correct thing to do in my opinion. Recently, before he retired at a track meet, Usain Bolt was doing an interview, and he heard the national anthem of the United States
Yes.
come on, and he stopped the reporter and said, "Show respect," and turned around and showed respect to
Yep.
our national anthem. I'm in the same boat as you, but at the same time, I feel there's a scary lack of nationalism in this country. Well said, Eric. Well said.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
is we got to be careful because there's some people that think of nationalism as a dirty word.
Yeah, that's
And-
true.
And I always,
Which is scary, and I think to Eric's point.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, Usain Bolt did that whole thing and show respect.
I saw that video. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
So we love you. You know what, you guys? I'm so glad we went down this road. I did not think this was the road we were going to go down. But love to hear more of the comments. I think we're at a point now, and I can go back and look at some of my old Facebook lives from a year ago, and I can tell you that I've probably matured in my thinking. Because I'm pretty sure when I first saw it, I'm like, stand up. It's ridiculous. But I've matured.
Yeah. All right. That's heavy dope.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's go.
What do we do now?
Let's talk about something a little lighter.
Taxes.
That's not lighter. Hey, you know what? I just want to keep this quick.
Yeah.
So, in response,
what's the guy staring at?
Behind us? I don't know.
Oh dear. I said that out loud.
In response to what we talked about last week, the Seattle head tax, $250 per head on big business in Seattle, which we both thought was ridiculous. Dude, stand up, hats off. Kudos to the city of Tacoma. Troll level 10,000.
Yes.
Troll level 10,000 not only says, hey, we don't have a head tax, they took it a step further and said, we'll give you a $275 per head business credit or tax credit per person. Here's all the reasons why it's great. Not only did they say we don't have it, they took it a step further and said, we're going to give you. And then they went a step further and said, not just $250, $275. So now you're gonna save $25 by coming here, not just being a wash. $25 per head. Beautiful. Whether they come down or not, well done. Well done, city of Tacoma. Troll level 10,000.
I think we may have been chopping away at the brush to clear a path, and then just dropped the giant tree across the trail. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too, Anthony.
Yeah,
I agree.
So
and the thing is, I think what Pierce County did, I think it was smart, and I think it's the right move to do.
Yeah.
And who cares if it's troll level? Would you say 1,000?
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000. Who cares?
Oh, in a good way.
Yeah.
In an absolute good way. Yeah.
I love it.
And the other thing about that whole thing is that I was talking about this with the missus the other night about Seattle City
Good
Council.
point, Jason.
And we talked, Rachel and I were talking about this, about Seattle City Council, and then Amazon and Microsoft basically pledged the other day to use all their resources to fight it in Seattle, which I think is telling, because I think if you look into that statement, they're willing to say, it's not about the money. We'll spend all that money to fight it.
Yeah.
It's not about the money. It's about where it's going.
Right.
And a lack of trust in Seattle City Council to spend efficiently and wisely. And I thought them coming out and saying that was just the ultimate statement as to how they felt about, not about the money itself,
right,
but about where it was going.
Right.
So.
Right. I think that's dead on.
Patriotism would have been a better word. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I think both, man. Yeah, I think both. Either way, it's almost become, and Eric, I'm sure you could agree with this. Everywhere I go, people find out I'm in the military, like, oh, thanks for your service. Eric, he's in the military, currently, and he gets it as well, and any of our friends, I hear it all the time, thanks for your service. That being said, it's almost as if patriotism has become shameful. It's become not popular.
Yeah.
And you look back where we were in World War I, World War II, those time frames, patriotism was like the cool thing to do.
Well, hell, look at 2001.
Yeah.
Look at where our country's at in 2001. The week after 9/11, that is the most remarkable week I've ever seen in our country's history. Because, I wasn't around for World War II. I wasn't around during these other times. So to see America just say, you know what?
Morning, Janet. Yeah.
To all these Americans come together, didn't matter if you're black, white, gay, straight, whatever. Everybody came together because we were Americans. And I think there should be some pride taken in that. Are we perfect? No. Frick no, we're not perfect.
Yeah.
We're like every other family out there. We're just a really big family. And if everybody would just stop and respect each other, it could go so far. And it gets very frustrating when there's no respect, when there's yelling on both sides and nobody wants to talk. So, aren't just taxes that because of faith-based values like fighting homelessness?
Expand.
I think it's more than just that. I fly the American flag outside my house every day. Yes, you do, buddy.
As do I.
That's why I love you, man.
Yeah.
Jillian, good morning, Jillian.
Is that Jolene?
No, that's not Jolene. Dane, Jillian is here.
Okay.
Man, this is great stuff. So to get back to the Pierce County thing, I think that's great. However, they're going to have to be careful too, because they could go to the extreme and just start money without thinking things through. I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think they know. I don't think that they care.
But I mean, could you imagine if? I know, I can't believe the maintenance man's doing that either.
Yeah.
Jolene's still here. The thing is we're going to see this area grow.
Lost it. Yeah, we are.
And we're already seeing revitalization in Tacoma. And Tacoma is the main city in Pierce County. If you're not from this area, got to go back to building my fence. Have a good day. Love you. Love you, Eric.
Building the fence.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to come by and see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we won't tag the fence.
Yeah,
we're not like that.
Don't hit your thumb with the hammer too many times, buddy.
We might put THNW.
See you, man. Thanks for your service.
Thanks, brother. I think it's a good thing, and I think Tacoma is going to be a good hub. I don't think Tacoma's ever going to overtake Seattle, but I think Tacoma's revitalizing itself. I mean, we like we said before, we've got clients that are looking in the Hilltop area. I mean, think about that.
Hilltop's on the flip.
If you've grown up in this area,
Well,
you know that phrase Hilltop area has been synonymous for a long time with a bad area, and now it's being revitalized.
Hilltop. Yeah.
You throwing gang signs now?
It started with UW Tacoma.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I know we don't want to give that credit, but that's what it started with. You put a university extension campus in downtown Tacoma, suddenly younger generation kids and stuff, you know, who were getting their education, wanted to be in downtown Tacoma, which led to Bearden sending us. He said this is way more work than I was expecting. Nice.
That looks good, dude. Sorry. Eric just texted us a picture of the fence he's working on.
Yeah. So, where were we? Oh, and it just suddenly small businesses were coming back into downtown.
Oh, yeah.
It was getting cleaned up. They did a facelift down there. I don't know where we're at in 20 years. Do we think Tacoma will overtake Seattle? Not necessarily. That being said, it's a pretty good shipping import and export port down there.
They just got like 4 brand new state-of-the-art cranes down there.
Is Fern Hill and Tacoma the same as Hilltop? Nope.
Where's Fern Hill?
Fern Hill is right over off of basically like 72nd. You take the 72nd 86th Street exit.
Okay.
And then you head up towards Pacific.
Okay.
And you make a right on Yakima.
Okay, yeah, that's
no,
way
it's Parkland.
down there.
Fern Hill's more Parkland.
Yep, no Fern Hills in the South End.
Yeah, there you go, South End. Yeah, it's more of a Parkland kind of deal. So,
and at the same time, our area is going to have to balance between affordable housing and revitalization. Because one thing that we have seen in the Hilltop area is it's getting revitalized, but the houses are coming up in price.
Yeah, it's interesting because, with showing houses and helping people get houses over there, the Hilltop area, things are pushing the crime and all that people worry about in Hilltop seems to be pushing to the other side of the freeway.
East Tacoma?
Yeah, 38th Street, all that over there.
And 38th Street is trying to revitalize itself. I was talking with a business owner.
What's up, Waldron?
Melissa, she caught us today. I was talking with a business owner yesterday at a meeting who is over off of 38th.
Yeah.
And if you've been down on 38th lately, it's a hot mess of construction. They're trying to revitalize that area. And they're actually getting a little bit of resistance because some of the diverse people in that community, some of the diverse people in the community, they don't necessarily want to revitalize the area in the sense of new storefronts and stuff like that, because to them, what matters is their product that they sell in their stores, in their restaurants. That's all they really care about. And so she said they've been running up against that of trying to get everybody to beautify 38th, because 38th can become like that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do we got here? Dirty Oscars, yes. Oops. You're gonna block him.
Tacoma in general, man, and I love to see what's going on over in that stadium district, downtown Tacoma.
Who's a major mover? You missed it.
Major mover. Oh, no, it's Jeremiah's comment on. Oh, I did it
I'm
again.
trying to block Melissa now.
You know what?
Are you going to join the conversation?
Well, it's funny because it's just popping up on my phone.
Right.
So I might as well just pull it up. I think he said.
Hold on, Jeremiah. Hold on.
We're getting there.
Yeah. We are trained professionals. Just ask us.
And now, of course, I don't know.
And I've just caused the camera to go
Wonky.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
He said Tacoma is a major mover of freight. They
Yes.
teamed up with Seattle Port to work together. Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, I'm watching.
Luke is watching. I'm going to wave to you.
Sometimes you just gotta be your own fan, dude.
I waved.
Yes. Sometimes you just gotta be your own fan.
Not merger.
If you're not a fan of yourself, who will be?
I didn't even. Oh, he did put merger.
So, anywho, yeah.
So this is going to be a good place to.
Oh, but what I was getting to is I love how Tacoma's revitalized.
Yeah.
Downtown Tacoma, Stadium District, up into like 6th Ave. I love 6th Ave right now. Like you can just walk around. When I used to go there when I was like late teens, early 20s, I'd go to like Jurassic Plastic or House of Tattoo over there, and it was still kind of like you just park where you needed to go. And now, park anywhere and go for a walk, man.
Well, that's there are many restaurants from Seattle are opening new places in Tacoma. Yeah, yeah. The Rhine House actually just opened up in the stadium.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Stadium District lately?
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Holy crap!
Which is great.
These guys are actually opening up a location over in the Stadium District.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is Pacific Avenue, over by Matador. Like 10 years ago, and Sweth might even remember this. I think he was working at Autocore with me at that time. But 10, 15 years ago, Pacific Avenue, down by where Matador's at now, I didn't even like going there in the daytime.
Where's that at?
It's like the very north end of Pacific Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
But now you got the old spaghetti factory down there.
Did that close?
No.
Or is that the Seattle one that closed?
I think it's the Seattle one that closed.
Okay.
Yeah, because Tacoma one's still down there. Leanne, good morning. But my point is that I was telling this to Christy last week because Christy and I went out and had a date night, and we were driving down Pacific Avenue, and it was. I told her, I said, I still can't believe that this entire area is a hopping place now. You see people just walking around, no problem, having a good time. And I told her, I said, man, I did not like being here in the daytime.
Morning, buddy.
Colt.
Yeah.
Someone, who was it?
Someone, Colt.
I talked to somebody. Dang it, who was I? I talked to somebody the other day that asked me if I knew who Colt was. I'm like, yeah, I know who Colt is. Who did I talk to?
Well,
Dang it.
Colt, you come
Sorry,
on the
man.
show and just progress. Stop.
Yeah,
Just
the show goes.
Rory just
Pump the brakes.
yeah. So
Dang it, I talked to stop. Is that right? Oh, Brendan Smith. I think that's who it was.
we're just making up names now.
Yeah, I'm just making up names now. What's common?
Oh no.
What's common name?
Now we just
Cherie,
got to get
good
on
morning,
and figure it out
Cherie.
right now.
Yep.
Everything is just
I'll tell you here in just a second, Cole.
spiraling down.
Brendan Smith, I was right. Look at that. Mhm.
Hey, can I talk about something funny?
Yeah, please. You got a joke?
No, I don't.
Boom! Ha ha ha!
Michael.
He's enjoying having us pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cole.
Michael Rotondo.
Tacoma Rockets opened a new rink down on Pine and 80th. With plans for a second rink to be Pine and 80th.
It's getting cool. How we doing, sir?
Not so much interest.
Oh, we got so much going
You
on.
can, if you stand right here, you can say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody. What's your name, sir? Eric, say hi. We got at least 11, right?
Oh, you'll be seen by a few hundred people this week, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I used to come down here all the time when I liked to be way back.
Yeah.
On a sunny day.
Oh, yes.
All the Rays coming in.
Pictures.
Yeah.
You see the one on the Seattle newspaper yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
It's a huge picture. Here's a eagle. He's got a rabbit in his claws, and on the claws, there's a red fox hanging out.
Oh, I saw that picture.
Oh, man.
That is so cool.
Nature. Very cool.
Jeremiah says hi, Eric. Colt says
Eric, you're awesome.
So we actually got people watching right now, and they're saying hi to you. Jillian says hi.
Down here, you come in and find out been.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like when it pays off and give you a treat.
There you go. Take advantage, Eric. All right. Thanks, Eric. Good to meet you. Oh, that was awesome.
Right there, you guys.
Yeah,
Right there.
That's why we do it here.
Yep.
So
what were we talking about?
Oh,
I have a camera and I take a lot of pictures. There's one right there.
oh, that's a good shot.
That's part
Is that the old? Oh yeah, that's hold on.
Are you underneath the old bridge taking a picture of the new bridge?
island.
Oh, okay.
Mackinac Island.
Oh yeah.
The Mackinac Bridge?
In the evening when they do
Eric's photography.
and then they would go out
Yes.
sunset.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
As a kid, you get across. Waiting.
Oh wow.
How old
That
is
is
the
cool.
bridge? Is the bridge fairly new then?
50s.
Okay. Yeah.
Very cool.
My wife went across that bridge back in '91, and she always tells me about how that was just it was a really cool experience going across
This
that
is
bridge.
awesome. Getting stories over here. World War. He's talking about the Second World War.
I looked up and I could see the bottle of a bobber in the wheel. Well, I didn't knew my parents, but
Thanks, Jillian. We'll see you.
Yeah.
and I'd never seen it. It had about 6 engines, jet engines, and then outside had 2 more engines. And I couldn't believe the size of that. I guess they still do it.
Crazy.
6 engines. Good grief.
Because the only thing I was used to in Escanaba, we'd get Piper Cubs come in there now.
Cruising. All right. Well, he's gonna go through all the pictures. We might have to wrap this up. And I want to talk about Michael Rotondo so badly. I'm gonna have to wait till next week. Totally gonna have to wait till next week. Hold on. Another one.
1873. It was
that-
a great grandfather. And he fought in the Civil War.
1873.
This is Eric's great grandfather, 1873, fought in the Civil War.
Yeah. He had joined the
That's a great.
Wisconsin Cavalry was in there. And I don't know how tall he is. He was the tallest man in the upper Mission. This guy came along and he was like a little brave elite, 1.5 feet tall. But he says the Confederates must have loved that big guy. But the thing is, they missed him to get his horse. Someday I'm going to figure out how tall that guy was.
Absolutely.
History, you know.
Love that stuff. Love that stuff.
And this out here, of course, now.
Oh yeah. Puyallup? Oh yeah. Just rich with history.
Alrighty.
History here, too.
I'm just like working.
1989, I think, was the first time they had this market down here.
Uh-huh.
Right down there in that corner. I admit, man. And you saw how big this morning, I was coming across
All right. Let's get this Memorial Day weekend. That's a great question. Trying to get to it.
And I didn't turn around then, but the guy, he couldn't have missed me by more than his car. And he ran up in the brush. And if you walk along there, down by Dane, you'll see.
Besides freedom, I take my kids to the National Cemetery to go around and pay respect for sure. And I'll probably end up at the National Cemetery in Auburn on. I'm going to jump in and take over here. So, yeah, Memorial Day weekend plans. Anybody's got Memorial Day weekend plans or cool stuff? I know Rory's going to take his family out to a. It's a ceremony on Sunday. I think I'm going to end up at the National Cemetery in Auburn on Monday. I used to, when I was in the military, we would participate in it. And so I like to go up and watch what they do there on Monday. Something I do every year, I take my kids to the National Cemetery in Ording near our house, and they like to go around and put pennies on the grave markers and do that kind of stuff. They actually, I should post some pictures this weekend from a couple years ago. They all drew pictures for, you know, people who have fallen, or our brothers and sisters that have passed away, and that are out there in the National Cemetery. And they left the pictures on graves. They all did 3 or 4 pictures and went around and left them on graves. It was pretty cool. So, and they think it's cool also out in the Ording National Cemetery. I believe there's 6. Maybe I'm off on the number. I think it's 5 or 6 Medal of Honor recipients that are laid to rest out there. So it's pretty cool for the kids to go out and see. So yeah, I'll track him down, Jeremiah, and I'll post the pictures. It was pretty amazing. I'm trying to put that sense of just respect and admiration into him. We've taken him to out in Ording into the Soldiers' Home for those ceremonies and allowed them to kind of see what's going on. And they push around the vets in their wheelchairs and take them pictures and do that kind of stuff. So, for any of you, I know Memorial Day. Here, I'm going to jump on the soapbox real quick. It's great to have a 3-day weekend. We love Memorial Day, especially when it's nice out. Just, I'm not saying to go to a ceremony. I'm not saying to go to the National Cemetery and do the things that I like to do, but take a minute, take a minute. Just tell your kids, have them read something. Tell your kids about the importance of Memorial Day and why we have it. It's really an important thing. So, and I think it should mean a lot to all of us. So, yeah, and thanks to all of you who do that. Gosh, outside of that, Eric just kind of ransacked. I don't want to say ransacked because the dude is awesome, but he just took over. And now Rory, I might have lost Rory for the day. He's back there talking about World War II. He had some amazing pictures. So that's honestly the beauty of doing the show down here. Stuff like that can happen. We've had Jeremiah pop in on us before, and other guests pop in on us before, and now Eric here. Now they're talking Puyallup history, so which I love the Puyallup history and the whole, with Ezra Meeker and all that down here. So I'll be interested to see what he has to say. So, look, we were about to jump on to Michael Rotondo, for those of you who don't know. So I'll just get, maybe we'll talk about it next week, but look him up so we can talk about it. He's the 30-year-old in upstate New York. See, Jason, I used to go to my both of my grandparents at St. Bradford Caves. Jason, I love it, man. It's all about showing the respect, and especially at that time. I'll give you guys a quick story, but when I was in the Marine Corps, my last year and a half, I got stationed up here at Fort Lewis, and at a reserve unit, actually. I was active duty in a reserve unit, and part of our job was to go to the memorials and the funerals of military members who had passed away, and present honors. So that would be, playing taps on the bugle. Depending on the service, it would always include presenting the colors and presenting the colors to the family or the families, and also the 21-gun salute. We do the 21-gun salute all the time. And yes, Andrew, that's it. We'll get to it. But while we're talking about Memorial Day, Rory's back. So anyway, I did over a year and a half.
So is that how you solve world hunger?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, okay.
So over a year and a half, we're talking about Memorial Day.
Awesome.
Over like a year and a half, I probably did 30 or 40 memorials. Some were very tough when it was young kids who were younger than I who had, died serving, and you're presenting colors. And there were some that were you know, I had one that I'll never forget. I was the one presenting the colors, and we'd take a knee, you'd fold the flag, take a knee next to the bereaved, and you'd always, just tell them thank you. On behalf of the grateful nation, we thank you for your loved one's service to this country. And it was a little bit longer, but that was the gist of it. And I had this one gal, she was probably in her late 80s or somewhere in that ballpark, but she just latched onto me. She wouldn't let go. And so I just looked at her, and she just had tears, and then I am trying to hold back the tears because I'm supposed to be stoic and all that kind of stuff. And so I finally was able to, I don't want to say break away, because I let her hold on to me as long as she wanted to, and then her kids kind of pulled her off me. But I then, went off to the side, and she tracked me down again after and she just latched onto me. And finally her daughter came up and she said, "You look like Dad." She said, "In your dress blues, our dad was very tall, and you had dark hair when he was younger, and you look like Dad would have in his dress blues when they were young, and and dating and that kind of stuff." And so it was a really cool experience. I'll never forget it. And anyways, those kind of experiences have led me to this very deep appreciation for Memorial Day weekend. So like I said, you don't have to do what we're doing. I know Rory's doing something on Sunday with the fam. I'm doing something on Monday.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's spitball right here on Facebook Live. Plans got changed, and we're doing something else on Sunday. So we may be joining the fam.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like to do. I was telling him today. I either end up in Auburn at the National Cemetery, or at very least I go out to the National Cemetery in Ording and go around and place things on the graves and just kind of. It's weird because people have asked me, like, what do you do? And it's just like, I just kind of spend time in the moment. I just kind of walk around and check things out. And like I said, there's Medal of Honor recipients that are laid to rest out there. And I just kind of spend some time, an hour or so, just processing and thinking. And, like Eric said earlier, in this time in our country where, he's afraid that patriotism has become a bad word, it's become something that you should be ashamed of. It's good to kind of get lost in it.
Yeah.
So it'll be, I'm excited for Memorial Day as we all are in the sunshine. Hopefully that's about to be dropped on us, but take some time. And guys like Eric that have a different perspective. He's talking about World War II and things that he saw back then as a kid. It's there's still a connection to that time, and guys like Eric that dropped in are a perfect example of that. So. Don't let that get lost in your barbecues this weekend.
Yeah.
Off my soapbox.
I agree.
So, anyway.
I absolutely agree. And that's the one thing, you probably said this too, that's the one thing I want to instill in my kids, that this weekend is more than a barbecue weekend. It's more than the unofficial kickoff to summer. It's more than 3 days of doing nothing. We're in real estate, so we don't know what it's like to have 3 days of doing nothing. But with that said, there is a stronger meaning to this weekend than a Memorial Day weekend sale.
Yeah. Although they're great. But yes. Yeah.
And I think you may have touched on this too, and if you did, I apologize. This is not the weekend to say thank you for your service.
No, it's not about that. Don't get me wrong. People say it to me all the time, or I get it on Memorial Day weekend. I'm not going to tell them they're wrong.
Right.
But this is, that's Veterans Day.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong. Thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate it. Every day I appreciate when people say that to me, and I seek them out. We're in grocery stores. If I see a vet, they got their hat or whatever, my daughters, I've got them trained. Go tell them thank you.
Yeah.
And they will. And so, but this is a weekend to remember.
Yep.
So, the ultimate, right? Paid the ultimate price. So, anyways, Dana's back.
Dane's back.
He's like, you guys are still on?
Harper's a veteran. He knows what you're talking about here.
So anyway, let's get off real quick. Yeah, I was going to talk about Michael Rotondo. Let's save it for next week.
All right.
I think that's a good note.
We may have more information by then.
Yeah, he's appealing. So, congratulations in order, Mr. and Mrs. Landucci down in Olympia. Closed on just a beautiful Rambler. Literally like a stone's throw, from their grandkids. So that's exciting for them. They're moving up from California. Congratulations. Thanks so much for trusting us, for trusting this guy to take care of you. We do appreciate it. And the whole Landucci family, they've been really good to us throughout the last few years. And so thank you. Open houses this weekend. You're running one tomorrow?
Yeah, so I'll have the time nailed down here shortly, but I think I'm going to do like an afternoon one. So people on their way home, step on in, say hi, check out this beautiful house over in the High Cedars community.
High Cedars, yeah. High Cedars, great part of Ording. Beautiful views of the mountain from there. So that'll be good. And then it's again open on Saturday with Faith out of our office. She'll be running that on Saturday, and then Sunday we have one in Puyallup. Check that out. We'll post more information about it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Later today.
So, hey, I think that's it. We got some. I mean, there's a lot. We got some more. Without getting ourselves in trouble, we got some cool stuff coming up here again. We'll be working on Friday and Sunday a little bit to do some. I don't know what I can call it without getting in trouble.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Got some potential things that are coming out.
I'm sure there's people out there that hate us.
Yeah.
Awesome house and prize, great golf course, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. But
we got some, you know what? Honestly, we've got some exciting things coming up here this summer. We've got things coming up for our clients. We got things coming up for the community.
And in our personal lives with work and stuff that we're excited about that wouldn't be possible without all of you. So thank you. Stay tuned. We got some cool stuff coming.
And you know, I'm gonna say on a side note,
I'm out of coffee.
I'm out of coffee too.
Oh, that wasn't the side note?
No, that wasn't the side note. Yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of joining First Point Real Estate.
Oh, good God, here we go.
Yeah. And
I remember the steel trap.
And I was reflecting last night because I actually got home at a decent time. Can you believe that?
No.
I literally got home like at 7. I'm like, what do I do with my life?
Last night was my night out. I'm paying for it this morning.
You know, I've been reflecting on the past year, and the past year has been one of the most fulfilling years.
Good.
And it has not been the most. Honestly, it's not been the most financially profitable year, but I have learned so much about myself, so much about business, so much about life.
I'd almost take that back a step. I think it's been financially profitable for you. There was the learning curves of where to take that profit and what to do with it.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah, you made good money. It's just a matter of it was. I think with we talked about this before. With growth, with business growth, you have to grow in other ways personally.
Yep.
To learn how to best handle that and learn how to best. I think you've done a lot of it.
You know what? I'm still kind of even reflecting this morning. I think you're right, because I think about from the business side, and I think about our I'll be transparent with you guys for a second. I had a lot of debt. I've had a lot of debt, and been slowly chipping away at it. With this guy helping me, with Jacob Hall helping me, even with Kevin Barquest has been helping me as well. And these are 3 dudes of many dudes in my life that have taken a step to help our family, to help us grow, and then to have this partnership kick in January.
It's been good.
I was a little leery, and it wasn't because
mainly
of you.
because I'm crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean that's that. But
yeah,
I have a history, you know, and I was a little leery.
Oh yeah.
And it's been an absolute blessing. And we've had days.
And a blast.
We have had days where this guy, not necessarily that guy, this guy has been stupid. And what does this guy say? Dude, we'll get through it.
We'll get there.
We'll learn. We'll move on. And I'm very grateful to that. Instead of having you rip me a new one. Yep. And I'm not saying that's what happened last time. I'm just saying I'm grateful that is the approach you've taken, where you've tried to be a mentor and a teacher at the same time as being a partner in this business.
I think it's just been for both of us. There's been a learning curve with doing with the partnership.
Yeah.
Like you had kind of done it before, but I had not.
Yep.
But yours was not a partnership, I guess. It was more of a.
I was on a team.
Yeah.
I was
So,
on a team.
you know, you're not making decisions just for yourself anymore.
No.
Which is tough sometimes because you want to do what you think is best, but you got to run up the flagpole. And I think we both learned on that kind of stuff. And you also got to find new ways of doing things, because my ways of doing things are not necessarily. Well, I'll tell you flat out, they're not for everybody. They're not for most. So they're not for most. And so, you know, it's all part of growth, man. It's been a good year. It's been a good year, and 2018 has been good so far. And you know, we got some things on our plate. We do, man. Kicking through. So stand by for a great 2018. And
I'm looking
rest of
forward
the
to the second half here. I
Yeah.
really am, because it's like the first half of this year, we had to figure out what it was we were doing, and now it's like we have a better understanding of what we want to do and where we want to go.
Where we're going with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
it's gonna be fun. Who knows, man? We may get to the Puyallup Fair. Sorry, the Washington State Fair. We may get to the Washington State Fair and go, what the frick did we just do the last 3 months? Because that was amazing.
I know. I know. So,
Or we may just take the camera and push it over.
but on all that note and everything else, it's you guys that keep us going. And I'm not trying to sound cheesy, but literally love all you guys. We love doing the show. We love doing what we do. You know, we have fun doing what we do, and we only get to do it because of y'all that support us and tell us good job and engage us and allow us to be a part of your world and a part of the community. So thanks so much. We love you. I think we're done, right?
That's it. Yeah, I think there's enough mushy stuff done for today.
Memorial Day weekend. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy celebrating with your family. Have a barbecue. Get outside. Love each other. Hug each other. Remember why we have it. And we love you guys. Thanks so much. Virtual hug.
Have a great weekend, you guys.
Bye.
Let's go get more coffee.
Yeah.